Most Peloton riders either love shoutouts or hate them entirely. On the one hand, a shoutout from your instructor during a live ride is thrilling, surprising, and can give you a big boost of motivation. But if you're not interested in shoutouts, it can be a huge distraction listening to your trainer go on and on about so-and-so's 100th ride. So, who are the best Peloton instructors most likely to give shoutouts? And what are some of the best ways to get a shoutout during your ride? Let's dive in and find out. Hannah Frankson. Hannah is a really fun instructor, best known for her fantastic and eclectic playlists. That makes her a great choice if you are looking for a shout-out to celebrate a milestone ride, since she's guaranteed to have an interesting music offering queued up that day. She's not known as one of the hardest instructors on the app, but her rides are challenging and well-designed, which sets up perfectly for PRs. Kendall Toole. Kendall, on the other hand, is a brutally difficult instructor. Her playlists are less eclectic than Hannah's, but she's your girl if you grew up on 2000s pop, punk, or metal. She's really entertaining and energetic, making her one of the funniest Peloton instructors around. She loves to give shoutouts during live rides, so give her a try if you're celebrating a big milestone. Alex Tucson. Alex is a master motivator, part drill sergeant, part motivational speaker. Frequent shoutouts are just one way he gets everyone on the ride engaged and ready to go. He'll push you hard, and he'll make sure you're staying grateful and positive even as your legs melt off your body. Give him a try for your next big milestone ride. Olivia Amato. Olivia is the most challenging instructor on this list and one of the hardest Peloton instructors overall. She's petite, but she packs a wallop, with her average class clocking 8 out of 10 difficulty or beyond. Olivia is a little less chatty and funny than some of her peers, but she does occasionally like to include a lengthy shoutout phase during her rides, usually while you're struggling during a long effort or climb. Take Olivia for a milestone shoutout if you dare to try to keep up with her. Tips for how to get a Peloton shoutout. There's no guarantee you'll get a shoutout from your instructor, but there are a few things you can do to improve your odds. Take live rides. You can't get a shoutout if you don't ride live. Pre-recorded classes will include shoutouts from people who were digitally there while the ride was recorded. Ride on your birthday and key milestones. The better the milestone, the more likely you are to get noticed. You'll hear lots of shoutouts, for example, when riders hit their coveted 1,000th ride. Show up early to class. Show up before the class starts to fill up. Often, instructors will fill time by shouting out people waiting in the lobby for the ride to begin. Just be aware, if you get there too early, your shoutout might not be recorded for later. Take less crowded rides. Riding at peak times means more people will join you during the live ride, which means it'll be harder to get noticed for a shoutout. If you can, ride at off hours, like during the day or later in the evening, or try lesser-known instructors whose classes don't get quite as full. Peloton shoutouts are a fun little motivational tool. If you like to ride live, it can be an awesome jolt of energy and surprise when you hear your name called out by the instructor. But don't worry so much about getting the recognition. Instructors usually have thousands of live riders to scroll through, so it's not personal if they overlook you. Be proud of your own milestones and use that as your Peloton motivation to keep going.